Hello and welcome to this Wednesday, August 14th, 2019 episode of Tesla Sidekick. Today's episode is supposed to be about the Model X, but there's nothing really new to talk about. So, Tesla stock dropped a bunch because a report came out that said that executives are leaving at a higher rate than other companies. And there was a Model 3 accident that burst into flames the other day. It was on autopilot, hit a tow truck on the side of the road, and burst into flames afterwards. I don't know how severely the people were hurt. From what I heard, they weren't really severely hurt. It was in Russia. And it applied brakes right before. You can see in the video, it applied, but you don't see any like major maneuvering. I don't really know what happened to cause it. The driver said he didn't see it. There's a surveillance. You can see that the tow truck is clearly over the line. And, there's traffic. There's just not much the driver could do. There was a car on the other side. The car, if the car would have been able to see it better, it might have been able to. It just didn't have enough time to react. And there was another car on the other side. So it's like maybe if the autopilot would have had better control, it could have applied brakes, went over just a little bit to miss without. The thing is, when it makes a quick maneuver, it could cause that next person in the next lane to cause an accident. They've got to think about that. Yeah, so obviously it was at somewhat higher speed, apparently 62 miles per hour. So it's one of the first Tesla Model 3 fires. I don't think the people were really hurt. It caught on fire afterwards. He suffered a broken leg and the children had bruises. They were all able to exit the vehicle before it caught on fire. So, but in another car, it could have been much worse. That's the thing. What kind of and that kind of an impact at 62 miles an hour, if someone would have been driving and autopilot wouldn't have been engaged, what would have been the outcome? These are things we need to think about. Like, this is why Tesla is so significant in our future, is because now we're able to look at things a little bit differently. Like, how do we avoid these accidents in the future? What can the software do to avoid these accidents? Man, luckily no one was hurt. There was a fire. The fires are unfortunate, but it's one of those things where it's a learning experience. That's why we still have steering wheels. But it's just a matter of time before it's better than people. It was already, from the sounds of it, it's already better than the person. There might not have been any brakes applied if it wasn't an autopilot. And, that extra force could have caused the accident to be worse. We don't know. We don't really know, other than if we put it through simulations and see. But it's very, very, very interesting, and I'm glad that they weren't hurt. I don't like seeing the fires. Fires are unfortunate, but it is something that, I saw a van ran a stoplight, a stop sign at my house one time, and went through because it was a stop sign, and then it wasn't straight. You had to turn at the stop sign. And so he hit some trees, and the van caught on fire. We got him out, but we ran out. By the time we got to him, the side doors went open. We got him out through the back, and he tried to kick out the window. I think he broke one of his legs, and he was probably going about 55 miles an hour. So he was bloody. He was hurt, but he made it. And that's the reality of the situation. You know, same situation, 55 miles an hour, broken leg, car caught on fire. So, I mean, I didn't even think about that. That's pretty funny, because that just kind of tells you the one accident that I experienced like that, the car did catch on fire like that, completely engulfed. So, um, yeah, wild, wild. You know, about the same speed. We can't be too hard on Teslas. We gotta really look at the reality of the situation. So that's my personal experience. This wasn't about the Model X, but it was about the Model 3 crash in Russia and the fact that if that guy in my crash would have had autopilot on, he wouldn't have wrecked. Whereas even with autopilot, this one wrecked. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. I've learned a lot about the self-driving features, and it's only going to get better. So I'm excited for the future. If you want to check out what I'm working on, head on over to inspirelansing.com. Again, that's inspirelansing.com. Have a great day.